Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays Flight and Review. And unless you've been living under a rock, you would have seen that there was the F18C version from FSX has been updated by DC Designs and released as freeware. So this is the original Microsoft FSX accelerator pack, I think it was came out with. F18. It has been updated. It actually works pretty good. Now, these are the original liveries. Obviously, if we go in pretty close, you can start to see some of the textures are not showing up as well as they could. Look, there's already some liveries coming out on things like FlightSim.to that have 2K textures. I'm sure there'll be some 4 and 8K textures of these coming out soon enough. Actually looks pretty good. So I did convert this over way back back in 2020 when we first got our hands on. Actually, it was probably the first aircraft I modded. But as opposed to that one to this one, let's have a look inside. This cockpit, well, it kind of came over like this anyway. When I say like this, no HUD on, no screens on. All the other buttons and everything looks the same. So what DC Designs has done is actually put in all the instrumentations and making a lot of the buttons clickable. I don't think they've done all of them, but they have done a lot. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to go through a full startup, but I will do essentially a Control E using my own buttons to press on my controls. Now I have got my controls mapped to use the navigation and altitude hold, heading hold. We will try that. I'm going to fly up to Newcastle where these things were based. Alright, put our lights on as well. Peak blur out the back, very good. Front lights on. Now we can put in tanks or fuel tanks or missiles by changing the fuel load here while this is starting up. I'll do that right now. So we want our externals. We'll put an external tank. Hang on, is that putting it on the same side? Different types of tanks. We can have a middle tank. Okay, so we can put in 190 pounds and we get the AIM-9Ls. AIM-120 put in 350, or if we want the GBU 33s, put in 2,000 pounds. So let's just go 350. Oops, that's 3,500. Enter, there you go. Automatically puts your weapon there. But if we wanted the GBU, there it is there. So we're going to be off balance if I continue to do that. But you can actually load this thing up quite well. Actually, that reset. Thank you. Or you can up your payload and it will put... Let me see, I'm actually squishing the suspension there by doing that. I have none. So you can actually enter the ones you want on here. I'm not sure if this is actually under. Let's have a look. I'll do it again. There's already a 0 there. Yep, okay, so it's actually mounted on the side here. Let's put one on the other side, which is bound to be this one. There you go. I don't think you can put any on the center on this particular aircraft. Putting them on the wings is probably going to be AIM-9, so let's go 190. Yep, there we go. Remember, I've got a 0 there already. Okay, aircraft is up and running. I'm going to leave those missiles there. I won't bother with the fuel. But look, it's good. Many aircraft can actually already do that. A decent sound. Alright, so we do have a map on there. We can do some modifications on these. A lot of this will tell you that it is not implemented, which is understandable. I can just put a simple HUD on here. Problem is I don't know how to go back, but I'm not actually worried about that. Do have the map down here. What we'll do is we'll give it a quick fly, race up the coastline. Now we do have a steering lock to press. Nose wheel lock. I didn't see anything happen there, but I have my park brake off. Oh, I already did. There you go. Wheel is turning, but it doesn't turn very much, I've noticed. So you can't even look from that angle. It turns terrible compared with some aircraft. Now I don't know if the Microsoft one was like that in the first place. Also see I'm blowing a white smoke out the back. When we do fly, you'll see it comes out as white and black, which is okay. Views, very good. We do have a closer view. Some of our instruments, well, it's a little bit close to the map. Left side, right side. Yeah, okay. And can look a little bit different. Okay, let's just scrolling through all the different views that they have available. Now, we'll turn off the other players. Speed brake. I left a couple of white lights there. I don't know what that deal was with that. No, just a intermittent something. Okay, flaps. Oh, look at those. 2. Nice. I don't need those for takeoff. This is Freeware. Again, though, it is the FSX aircraft, but it has had a lot of work over, which is good. Get out of the way. Right, I saw those 2 white lights float again. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Now, there are all the deliveries that came with the FSX one. I am using the Australian, what is it, A21103. That came default. It does look good. It's not 100%. The speed I'm going to be going, not going to notice. The steering's alright, doesn't go steer. This guy's going to race me easy. Alright, let's go full burn. Waiting. Decent afterburner effects. Okay, we get a little bit of a sideways wind. Quite stable, very nice. Gear up. Same animation as in FSX, but that was a great model to start off with. Very nice. And flight-wise, very good. Probably don't really have as much maneuverability going full burn. What do we get up to? 400 and something knots. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll try and get this thing to get onto the flight plan. So let's see if I can put on altitude hold, nav hold, and see if we can hold that. Now, flight plan was probably going to be a little bit more inland, not up the coast. Yep, so it's going to bring it back in. See you, Sydney. Okay. So are we holding 2000? Looks like we are. Is that finding the nav? I don't think so. So holding altitude. Now I haven't worked out in the cockpit which buttons to make sure that everything is working nav-wise. There is AP. And okay, there we go. Maybe I didn't press it. Looks like we're locked in to 2600. See if I can increase that by 300 feet to get to 2700. Supposed to be flying my ILS. Some of these things are not coming up, right? Yes, it is. No, it's down here. Barrel or radar? Alright, let's try radar altitude. That's pretty good. We do have that at Mark 1, actually that is making its way back to that flight plane, as you can see. We have less sound from the front. Sonic boom, thank you. Nice. Can't get too much of that. I'm sure they'd be very unhappy with me here. I have noticed though that this particular aircraft seems to get a few stutters around some of the more densely populated areas. I'm not sure why. I haven't noticed it with other jet fighters. Just whether there's some conflict running this over flat out, I'm not sure. Let's take the autopilot all the way off. Turn off the ILS once we've got it on. So ILS 2, ILS 1. Autopilot off. Can go faster. Let's have a look at some control stuff. There we go. Yeah, it looks alright. Better than it was in FSX days. Obviously doing Mark 1.14, doing those turns is a little bit heavy on the handling because I am going too fast to be doing that. I'm probably going to rip my aircraft apart. Alright, get ourselves into Williamtown. I'll show you what it's like to land. Look, it's Freeware aircraft. I highly do recommend it, and have a look for some of the Freeware liveries that are coming out that are higher resolution. A sail ship down there. Very nice. Sail altitude. Okay, there's a pause. That's because we're coming in towards Newcastle here on our left. Do seem to get those pauses, and I know it's in this one. I will have to test some more jet fighters, but I don't think you get it in the Super Hornet. Flying around. Back those off and see that the nozzles did change shape there. Push it again, and they only open just a fraction, and that will be for the afterburner. There we go, there's our Mark 1 vapor puff, I guess you want to call it. There's the black and white exhaust fumes you do get out the back. Trying to find out where this airport actually is. There it is. It's negative G's. Negative 0.9. There we go. It's another way to turn your nose down like that. But yeah, it's fun. Alright, we will slow our aircraft down. I'll model that. Same with the gear. You know what I haven't tried is actually the hook. I suppose there's a hook button in here, is there? It's the landing gear. Probably should actually have stick up a little more there while I'm coming in, while I'm looking for the park brake. Bypass feed. Canopy jettison? Yeah, can't press that one. Alright, I'm not sure which one's the hook. Without doing a bit more review, you can actually look that up for me and put a note or a comment down below if you have found it, or if it doesn't actually have one. Like, there is a hook there, and you can probably activate it with things like the kinetic assistance. Alright, so we do have the automatic computer telling me it wants to use that much flaps. It's actually not a bad idea to come in no flap. Have noticed that you do get to a certain speed and the computer takes over. Don't know if that's a DC Designs edition or originally in the FSX one. I don't think it was in the FSX, or it was no longer implemented because of new sim when you convert it over. So good job. Power. I hear you. Very nice. Whoa, not so nice. Do we really have that much of a crosswind that it wants to pull me all the way over? There's the flags. Aim on live weather. Maybe I should do clear weather for these videos, but I really doubt the wind was pulling me all the way over. So excuse my poor landing, but look, F18C or FA18C, I am using the RAAF livery. It's pretty good. There's the US ones. I can't remember who else it is actually. Canadian, I think. Looks like Newcastle's had an update for their building. Let's just pop in here with these guys. Maybe we'll put it right here. There's those white dots again. No, they're gone. It's like a residue thing. Cool. Look, F18, pretty cool. If you don't get it, look, you're missing out, to be honest. Especially when it's free. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day. Cheers.